Hi, my name is Ben Wool, and this is my first real YouTube video. Well, my first real video is actually me singing. If you haven't picked up already from that video of me singing, I love to dance, act, sing, and I'm a full-on theater kid. So I thought for my first ever video, I'm gonna do the top 10 best musicals in my opinion. Okay, so for our top 10 spot, we are going to be, some people might not like this, but be more chill. Now, I don't really have anything against this show. It's a great show, but I think they could have, so the first thing that it was lacking of, when I saw it on Broadway, it felt like an empty sort of show. Like, the plot is decent, but it felt like it was coming straight off Broadway. And, that kind of took it down because all the other Broadway shows I've been wowed and stuff. And some of the actors and actresses weren't my favorite. And it's still a pretty good show. I love the music and the story, but it was lacking a lot. But it was a pretty good musical, all in all. Now, for top 9 spot, we're going to do a show that, my first ever professional show. Yes, I'm a professional actor. Wow, so cool. My first professional show, which was Newsies. In Newsies, I love the show. There are a few things that, they could have spiced it up a little bit, but it's a great show. It's a great show. The music's great, the actors were great, the plot is amazing. They need a little more characters who are girls in the show. Like, in some of the shows, in mine, when I did it, they were girl Newsies, but those weren't really leads. The only lead was Catherine, and I think when you're watching the show, that's great, and the show's great, but like for people who like want to do the show or like their school is doing it, right now that won't happen because I think all theater kids know what's going on. Coronavirus. Anyway, let's get back on topic. I think that if you're like doing the show, and if you're a girl, if you're a boy, it's the best of your life because, it's all boys. And some schools might do, they might cast girls as boys because I've done some shows where they do that. Actually, lots of shows where they do that. But they could have added some more female leads. That would have made the show, could have made it a bit more interesting. And for girls, that would be good for them too. So, yeah. It's a great show. For number 8, we have Hamilton. I love Hamilton. I've never seen it. I've listened to the music a lot. It is a great show. But I think it's a little too hyped up. Yeah. The music is great, and the actors are great. But I think the plot, I haven't seen it. But I think I have the bootleg on my computer, so I guess if you count that as seeing it, I've seen it, then in my opinion, the story is a little boring. And, if they could have, I know they're trying to tell, it's based off real events, and, they did a great job of doing that, and, made it cool, with really catchy songs. But I feel like they could have done some things, maybe to make it a little more interesting. So, yeah. For number 7, we have Dear Evan Hansen. I have the bootleg, haven't really watched. I watched, maybe the first couple of numbers, so I haven't really seen it. Listen to the music, it's great. Can't really find anything that's really wrong about it. It's a really good show. But I've heard people say that it's like with Hamilton, they say it's overrated or something like that. I don't find it overrated. I love the music. I know what the plot is, and I want to see it on Broadway when it opens. But I don't really see anything wrong with it. I think it's an overall a great show. So yeah, number 6, we have Wicked. Wicked's a great show. Can't really find anything that wrong with it. The actors and actresses, they're not bad. They're not necessarily that amazing either. They're better than me, obviously. But back when it was Adina and Kristen, it was, I think, at its peak, which was actually, they were the first people to play them. So when the musical first started, it was really at its like good place. There's some parts of the show I've heard that can get a little boring, but like, don't take my word for that since I've never actually seen the show. But that's what some people have said. But yeah, that's really it. Number 5, this isn't technically a Broadway show, but it's too good to not have this in it. But it's The Heathers. And Heathers is a great show. Barrett Wilbert Weed did an amazing job. I have the bootleg. I'm currently watching it. I'm going to watch it after I upload this video. It's a great show. There's nothing bad about it. You might think I should put it a little higher, but there's shows that I think maybe even a little better. But not technically Broadway. It's off Broadway. But I had to put it in. So yeah. 4, I know people are going to disagree with me on this, but it's SpongeBob SquarePants the musical. I love the show. People say that they hate the show. I mean, not all people, but most people say they don't really like the show. I find it funny. There are some hilarious adult jokes and hilarious kid jokes, and it's you can take your 6-year-old to it. I mean, not anymore. It's closed. It closed, but you could take your 6-year-old to it, and you could take your 80-year-old grandpa to it. It's just a really great show. I love the songs and the plot, and it's just amazing, and I loved it so much. I know that someone has the professional recording on YouTube, but it's in like 460p or something, and it isn't in very good quality. So I loved it so much. I bought the $10 one that was in 1080p, and I loved it. Best purchase I've ever made online. So yeah, 3. I haven't seen this, but I love the music, and I don't think I've seen anyone who hated this show yet. I haven't seen any haters on the show. I like it. I'm seeing it in the summer. Broadway's open, which I think they will be by then. But in number 3, we have 6. It has sort of like a Hamilton vibe. Okay, no, sorry. It doesn't really have like a Hamilton vibe, but it's like sort of like in those sort of times. It's based on something like a true story. But I think they did a way better job of making it like cooler, and with the songs are equally great, but I think they made the plot a lot better. And yeah, so yeah. And the best show, number 1, we have Beetlejuice. I love this show. I've seen it on Broadway. It's my favorite show ever. I really hope it doesn't close. Stupid Music Man. Sorry. I hope it finds a new theater. I hope something great happens to it. I just hope it's just such a good show. It's just so good. Like, I can't even explain it in words. Like, it's just so good. I saw it for my birthday with my friends, and it was so amazing. So good. Concludes my first ever video. Technically, it's my second, but I'm going to count it as my first. So yeah, if you watched the entire thing, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and maybe hit the little bell down there. Yeah, thank you guys so much, and have a great day, and stay safe out there.